Hi there and welcome to the East Lothian's Piping channel. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through our very first lesson that we went over in class, and that will be doing the top hand scale. Now what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to go through the chanter first of all, just to recap you on how to hold the chanter and where the holes are going to be facing. Then we're going to go through the different options which went through in class that best suits you to get your fingers comfortable onto the top hand. So first of all, the chanter, you'll see, will have 8 holes at the front. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then your 8th hole on the back. Okay? So 7 holes in the front, and your 8th hole on the back. Now, the 7 holes at the front are going to face away from you, directly away from you. Then with your right hand, you're going to hold the bottom of the chanter like that. Okay? Now with your left hand, you're going to put your left thumb, you're going to give it a good thumbs up. You're going to put the back, and you're going to place that onto the back hole like so. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to blow into the chanter with our thumb onto the back. Okay. And what we're wanting to do is to get that true tone that we were talking about. So the undertone sounds like this, like the duck noise. Okay. And then we've got that true tone when you blow a wee bit harder. Okay. What we're going to do to get to first off, we're going to just take our thumb off and then back on a few times, nice and slowly. Okay, when we're doing that, I want you to use your ears so that you can listen to the different tone or the different pitch in the chanter. Okay. Now, with your thumb on, it's really important that you keep your thumb on the chanter. Okay, because if we're trying to put our fingers onto the holes at the front, if your thumb's off, it's going to sound like this. Okay, we need to have our thumb on the back. Now, the first option, which is one of my favourite ones to getting our fingers comfortable in the chanter, is your third finger. So we're going to number our fingers. This is going to be number 1, our pointy finger. Our middle finger is going to be number 2, and our ring finger is going to be number 3. And the hole is going down the way from the top, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to put our third finger onto the third hole like that. And then we're going to, whilst looking at the chanter, we're going to place our fingers on like that. So nice and straight. And the reason why I do the third finger first, because once that's on, the fingers above just fall naturally into place. And that's going to sound a note called D. So it's going to sound like this. Okay, so if you go ahead and try that. Again, we're going to place our third finger on. Try and feel for the hole underneath your finger. Next finger on, and then the next finger on. Now don't worry if you don't get that first time. What will happen sometimes is if you put this finger on, this finger on, this finger, once you go to blow and move your chanter, your fingers might actually move. So it's like, okay, so we're wanting a lower tone than that. Okay. That's the first option. The second option, if you don't like that one, is taking all your fingers off apart from your thumb and then putting them on one at a time. And this is good for hearing the different pitches. Okay, so you only move your next finger until you've heard the different pitch. Okay, but when you're putting your fingers down, be careful not to arch your fingers like that. Like that. Okay, it's quite common. You need to keep your fingers nice and straight across the chanter. When you're doing that one, make sure you're getting your fingertip right across the chanter as well. So don't want any fingertips, because then it's going to be difficult to get your third finger. So again, one finger on at a time. Okay, and that's your 2 options. Okay, obviously as well, you can just try and get them straight on and then just feel for the hole underneath. Okay, but that's the 2 I like to go for. So again, third finger on and then follow it like that. Okay, or just put one finger on at a time. So our first exercise is going to be going up the scale. Okay, so again, either put your fingers on like that, or third finger on and then follow. Okay, so we're going to start in D. We're going to lift one finger up to go to E, the next finger to go to F, then the following finger to go to high G. Okay. So in this exercise 1 of the booklet, you'll see that the top hand scale is written out. So it's D, E, F, high G. So that's going to sound like this. Okay, so when we're doing that, we need to make sure we're lifting one finger at a time. Like that, so it's going to be. And then after we've done that a couple of times, okay, so again, put your fingers back on. I want you to try and go back down the way. Okay, so when we're going back down the way, we need to make sure that we're going from top to bottom. Okay, quite commonly people will do that. Okay, we need to go down this way, going top to bottom. So that's D, E, F, high G, F, E, D. Finally, for the top hand scale, we're going to introduce high A. So it's going to go to high G, and then for high A, we simply put our third finger back down to the third toe, and then when we're doing that, we're going to hit our thumb off the back like that. Okay, so third finger on, and we're going to hit the thumb off. So it's going to go like this. Okay, a good exercise to do, just to get used to that, is get 3 fingers off. Okay, I'm just going to let you just do that. 3 fingers off, put your finger on, and we're going to hit our thumb off like that. Then we're going to go back the way, so put our thumb back on and hit our finger off. So it's going to go. So quite like a siren noise. So do that for a minute or two, just to get used to it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put that all together. So again, we're going to put our fingers on. You might need to do this quite a lot of the time, just to get used to getting your top hand on. And then we're going to go up the scale. So remember to go down the way, it's top to bottom. And that's your scale. D, E, F, high G, high A, finger on, thumb off. Then back to high G, thumb on, finger off, high G, F, E, D. I'm going to play it one more time for you. Okay, so be patient with the top hand. You'll get it a few times in a row, then you might not get it for another few times in a row. So just be patient, and it's just all about relaxing and doing it slow. Okay, so the next video will be moving on to the bottom hand.